We'll see two teams facing off for just the 12th time, while Tom Brady looks to go 33-3 against Buffalo. It's the Bills and the Buccaneers, coming up on EA Sports.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Gone alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. They're the best team in the NFL as far as running the football goes, but they're in for a stern test here.
Yeah, that defense that they're going up against, they're no slouch either. One of the top 5 units in the league. I think this game could boil down to stopping the big play. This offense can certainly hit some home runs, and if they hit on a couple here, it might be all they need to win the game.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Evans a week ago, he was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
On first down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. They can't tackle it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On first down, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Brady now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Brady now on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You can run a nice play and not get that distance.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Allen. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 89 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 14-0. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Sheds off the tackle, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 28-0. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they... And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And here we go again with Tom Brady and Tampa's offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Alvin Kamara, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Isaiah McKenzie, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Cam Newton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 30 on second down, Brady. That's going to be caught. In for the Buccaneers touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. One receiver to the left is Evans. Brady now to throw. Being chased out left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen uses the stiff arm. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. taken at about the 16. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this is caught by Evans. A gain of 6 there on first.
The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Tampa.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here. And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant. Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop a shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. Now Leonard Fournette.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. Fournette fighting through. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady buying time to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Powering his way forward, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And Fournette with a 1st down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they can't corral him. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tampa Bay, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year.